If life is a symphony, then our later years are not the final fading notes before silence. They are a new movement, an allegro non troppo, swift but not too hurried, where the melody is woven from wisdom, freedom, and a profound understanding of oneself. This is not a time of decline, but of refinement. After decades devoted to careers, family, and countless responsibilities, we are finally given the most precious gift: time. Time to listen, to nurture, and to truly inhabit our own bodies and minds. However, our bodies, our faithful companions, begin to communicate in a new language. It is the language of morning joint aches, of health numbers that need attention, of a fleeting memory that takes a moment longer to grasp. These are not complaints. They are invitations. Invitations to become a more attentive caretaker, a more understanding partner to the very body that has served us so well. This guide is a deep exploration of 3 of the most common health challenges faced in later life: hypertension, osteoarthritis, and memory decline. But this is not an indictment of aging. It is a detailed map, a comprehensive handbook on how we can proactively prevent, manage, and even improve these conditions. Together, we will delve into each aspect not as a set of rigid rules, but as inspiring guidance to help you compose a life that is vibrant, healthy, and deeply meaningful. In the world of medicine, some diseases are loud, presenting with clear acute symptoms, but others are silent adversaries, working in the shadows, eroding our health without a single warning. Hypertension or high blood pressure is such an adversary. It is called the silent killer for good reason. It often causes no symptoms until it's too late, until it has already inflicted irreversible damage on the body's most vital organs. Understanding the enemy. What is hypertension and why is it dangerous? Blood pressure is the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries as your heart pumps. It's measured with 2 numbers: systolic pressure, the top number, when the heart contracts, and diastolic pressure, the bottom number, when the heart rests between beats. A healthy reading is typically below 120/80 millimeters of mercury. When your reading is consistently 130/80 millimeters of mercury or higher, you're diagnosed with hypertension. Why is this so common in older adults? As we age, our arteries, once flexible like new rubber hoses, tend to become stiffer and less elastic. Imagine pumping water through a rigid steel pipe instead of a soft hose. The pump, your heart, must work under much greater pressure. Furthermore, kidney function, which regulates salt and water in the body, can also decline with age, leading to more fluid retention and higher blood pressure. The danger of hypertension lies in its constant, quiet force. Like a powerful river endlessly eroding its stone banks, high blood pressure damages the delicate inner lining of the arteries. This creates sites where bad cholesterol, LDL, and other substances can accumulate, forming plaques. This process has devastating consequences. Stroke. Hypertension is the leading risk factor for stroke, either by rupturing a blood vessel in the brain, hemorrhagic stroke, or causing clots that block one, ischemic stroke. Heart attack. Plaque in the coronary arteries, which feed the heart, can rupture, forming a clot that blocks blood flow to a part of the heart muscle. Heart failure. Constantly working against high pressure causes the heart muscle to thicken and weaken over time, leading to an inability to pump effectively. Kidney failure. The kidneys are made of millions of tiny blood vessels. High blood pressure damages these vessels, impairing the kidney's ability to filter waste. Vision loss. The tiny blood vessels and the retina of the eye can also be damaged, leading to vision problems and even blindness. Because of this silent danger, understanding, monitoring, and actively controlling your blood pressure is one of the most critical actions you can take for your long-term health. Your action plan: comprehensive strategies for control. 1. The heart-friendly diet. Food is one of your most powerful weapons. Master your sodium intake. Sodium acts like a sponge, causing your body to retain water. More water in your bloodstream means more volume, which increases pressure on your artery walls. The American Heart Association recommends that older adults limit sodium to less than 1,500 milligrams per day, about 2/3 of a teaspoon of salt. Become a food detective. The biggest challenge is hidden sodium in processed foods. Always read nutrition labels on bread, cereals, canned soups, frozen meals, and sauces. Cook at home. This gives you complete control over your salt intake. Embrace herbs and spices. Garlic, onion, pepper, oregano, basil, and lemon juice can add incredible flavor to your food without any salt. Embrace the power of potassium. Potassium is sodium's natural counterpart. It helps your body excrete sodium and eases tension in your blood vessel walls. Rich sources: bananas, oranges, sweet potatoes, spinach, kale, tomatoes, avocados, and beans. Adopt the DASH eating plan. The dietary approaches to stop hypertension is not a fad diet, but a scientifically proven, sustainable way of eating. Its principles are simple. Fruits and vegetables. Aim for 4 to 5 servings of each every day. Eat the rainbow to get a full spectrum of vitamins and minerals. Whole grains. Choose brown rice, oats, and whole wheat bread over refined starches. Lean protein. Prioritize fish, skinless poultry, and beans. Low-fat dairy, a great source of calcium and protein. Nuts, seeds, and legumes, excellent sources of healthy fats, magnesium, and fiber. 2. Movement is medicine. Make your heart smile. Regular physical activity is a natural blood pressure medication with no side effects. How it works? Exercise strengthens your heart so it can pump more blood with less effort. It also helps your body produce nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving blood flow. Your safe exercise plan. Talk to your doctor first before starting any new workout regimen. Focus on aerobic exercise. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week, e.g., 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Great options are brisk walking, swimming, excellent for joints, and cycling. Add strength training. Building muscle boosts your metabolism and supports overall health. Listen to your body. Start slow and increase intensity gradually. If you feel chest pain, dizziness, or unusual shortness of breath, stop immediately. Number 3, lifestyle and mindset, the final pieces of the puzzle. Manage your weight. Even losing a small amount of weight, 5 to 10 pounds or 2 to 5 kilograms, can have a significant impact on your blood pressure. Limit alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can raise blood pressure to dangerous levels. Quit smoking. Smoking damages your arteries and raises your blood pressure instantly. Quitting is the single best thing you can do for your cardiovascular health. Manage stress. Chronic stress keeps your body in a fight or flight mode, raising heart rate and blood pressure. Find relaxation techniques that work for you. Meditation, yoga, listening to music, gardening, or spending time in nature. Prioritize sleep. Lack of sleep can disrupt hormones that regulate stress and blood pressure. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night. Adhere to medication. If your doctor has prescribed medication, take it as directed, even when you feel fine. Be an active partner in your care by monitoring your blood pressure at home regularly. Taming the silent killer is a daily commitment, but the reward is priceless: a longer, healthier, and more independent life. Osteoarthritis, the art of living in harmony with pain. Joint pain is one of the most common complaints of aging, an unwelcome guest that can turn the simplest actions, walking, climbing stairs, or opening a jar, into painful challenges. But osteoarthritis is not a sentence to immobility. By understanding, adapting, and acting intelligently, we can learn to live in harmony with it and rediscover the joy of movement. Understanding the challenge. What is osteoarthritis? Osteoarthritis, OA, is the most common form of arthritis. Imagine your joints are like door hinges. The smooth cartilage covering the ends of your bones acts as a cushion, allowing them to glide smoothly. OA occurs when this protective cartilage wears down over time. As the cushion disappears, the bones can start to rub directly against each other. The body reacts by forming painful bone spurs and causing inflammation, leading to symptoms like pain, often worse during or after movement and relieved by rest; stiffness, especially noticeable in the morning or after periods of inactivity; creaking or grating sensation, a sound or feeling called crepitus when the joint moves; loss of flexibility, difficulty moving the joint through its full range of motion; swelling, caused by inflammation and fluid buildup. While age is a primary risk factor, OA is not simple wear and tear. It's a complex disease influenced by genetics, excess weight, the single most significant modifiable risk factor, old injuries, and lifestyle. Your action plan. Comprehensive strategies for relief. 1. Nourish your joints from within. The anti-inflammatory diet. Omega-3 fatty acids. These are powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents. Increase your intake of fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as plant sources like walnuts, flaxseed, and chia seeds. Antioxidants. These molecules protect your cells, including cartilage cells, from damage. Eat the rainbow with a diet rich in berries, dark leafy greens, spinach, kale, and cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower. Anti-inflammatory spices. Turmeric, with its active compound curcumin, and ginger are two of nature's most potent anti-inflammatories. Add them generously to your daily cooking. Supplements. Glucosamine and chondroitin are natural compounds found in healthy cartilage. Some people find that supplementing with them helps reduce pain, but always consult your doctor before starting any new supplement. 2. The paradox of movement. Exercise to reduce pain. When a joint hurts, the natural instinct is to keep it still. This is the worst thing you can do. Inactivity makes joints stiffer and weakens the surrounding muscles that are meant to support and protect them. Gentle, correct movement is the best medicine. Joint-friendly exercises. Aquatic activities. Swimming and water aerobics are the #1 choice. The buoyancy of the water removes nearly all impact from the joints, allowing you to move freely and build strength. Stationary cycling strengthens the thigh muscles, quadriceps, which are crucial for supporting the knee joint without high impact. Tai Chi. Its slow, flowing, gentle movements are proven to improve flexibility, balance, and pain relief. Gentle yoga and stretching helps maintain the range of motion in your joints and reduces stiffness. Strength training. Focus on building the muscles around the affected joints. Stronger muscles act like shock absorbers, taking the load off your cartilage. 3. A holistic lifestyle, managing day-to-day. Weight management. This is the single most important factor. Every pound or kilo you lose significantly reduces the pressure on weight-bearing joints like your knees and hips. Hot and cold therapy. Use a heating pad before activity to loosen stiff joints. Use an ice pack after activity to reduce swelling and inflammation. Use assistive devices. Don't view a cane, walker, or brace as a sign of weakness. See them as smart tools that help you stay independent, active, and safe. Protect your joints. Learn to perform daily tasks more intelligently. Use your larger, stronger joints to carry heavy items. Change positions frequently. Positive mindset. Chronic pain can take a toll on your mood. Relaxation techniques like meditation and deep breathing can help change how you perceive and cope with the pain. By accepting, adapting, and taking action, you can transform pain from a tyrannical boss into a manageable companion. Memory decline. Tending the garden of the mind. Of all the challenges of aging, perhaps none is more feared than the prospect of losing our memories, of losing ourselves. But it is crucial to understand this. Severe memory loss is not a normal part of aging. It is a disease. And like other diseases, there is much we can do to prevent it and slow its progression. Understanding the difference, normal aging versus disease. Occasionally forgetting a name or walking into a room and forgetting why is a perfectly normal part of the aging process. Our brains may process information a bit more slowly, and memory retrieval can take longer. Pathological memory loss, as seen in Alzheimer's disease, is entirely different. It involves the progressive degeneration and death of brain cells, causing a severe and continuous decline that affects the ability to live independently. Pay attention to these key warning signs. Memory loss that disrupts daily life. Repeatedly asking the same questions. Difficulty with familiar tasks. Confusion while cooking a known recipe or using the phone. Disorientation with time or place, not knowing the day of the week or getting lost in a familiar neighborhood. Problems with language, difficulty finding the right words or calling objects by the wrong name. Changes in personality or mood, becoming easily irritated, suspicious, or withdrawn. If you or a loved one experience these signs, seeking an early evaluation from a neurologist is critically important. Your action plan. Comprehensive strategies for a resilient mind. 1. Feed your brain, the power of nutrition. What's good for your heart is good for your brain. A healthy diet can protect brain cells from damage. The Mind Diet, a hybrid of the Mediterranean and DASH diets, this eating pattern has been shown to significantly reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. It emphasizes dark leafy greens, spinach and kale, berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, nuts, especially walnuts, fatty fish rich in brain-healthy omega-3s, olive oil as the primary cooking oil. It limits red meat, sweets, cheese, butter, and fried foods. 2. Neuroplasticity. Exercise your brain. Our brains have an incredible ability to change, adapt, and form new connections throughout our lives. To activate this neuroplasticity, we must constantly challenge our minds. Be a lifelong learner. Learn a new language, a musical instrument, or take an online course. The act of learning is the most powerful way to build cognitive reserve. Stay mentally active. Play strategic games like chess, solve crossword puzzles, or do Sudoku. Be creative. Engage in painting, writing, or gardening. Stay socially connected. Social interaction is one of the most complex and rewarding workouts for the brain. Engaging in conversation forces you to listen, process information, and access memories all at once. 3. The other pillars of a strong mind. Physical exercise increases blood flow to the brain, releases nerve growth factors, and reduces inflammation. Quality sleep. Sleep is when the brain consolidates memories and clears out toxins that can accumulate during waking hours. Stress management. Chronic stress can damage the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. The garden of your mind has infinite potential. Be a diligent and curious gardener. Entering your golden years is a gift. It is the gift of time, of experience, and of the opportunity to live a more intentional and profound life. Your body may bear the marks of time, but your wisdom and spirit can be richer and more radiant than ever before. View your healthcare not as a list of chores, but as an act of self-love. Every healthy meal is a thank you to your body. Every walk in the park is a symphony for your heart and joints. Every book you read is an adventure for your mind. And every conversation with a loved one is nourishment for your soul. Life in this chapter isn't about trying to reclaim a youth that is past. It is about cherishing the beauty of the present with all the wisdom and peace you have earned. Continue writing the pages of your life with the pen of optimism, health, and joy, because your symphony is still playing, and the best, most profound notes may still be yet to come.